any chores this morning? How's it going out there?
Good.
A little chilly this morning, huh? But beautiful. The sky was so pretty, huh?
Yeah.
Are you helping big sister with chores? You're cleaning up? Hello everyone, welcome back to the homestead. We have had some fun little surprises on the homestead this week. One is in the greenhouse here. We've got a lot more sprouts coming up. So we started these seedlings 2 weeks ago, and as of now most of the brassicas have come up, the peas have come up. We even have one little teeny sprout from one of the perennial flowers. It's a perennial white pincushion flower. It's so fun to come out here every day and see what new little surprises have sprouted up. But the biggest little surprise is that our milk cow Dandy had her calf early. Josh had noticed some signs that she was getting close, but often they'll have signs that they're gonna calve and it'll be days and days before they actually have the calf. And so we didn't really think much of it. So then the next morning I was just looking out at the pasture as I normally do, checking to make sure all the cows were there. And there was an extra little one out there. So fun. Just looked out the window this morning and noticed that Dandy had her calf early. Oh my goodness. Look at her, or him, I'm not sure. But it's up and standing. Oh my goodness. Good job, Dandy. We noticed just early signs last night, but we didn't think it was going to be this close. She's like a week and a half early. Good girl, Dandy. Oh, wow. So amazing. Thankfully it's going to warm up today. We don't have super cold nights this week, so yay, wonderful. What a blessing. Praise Yah. Hooray. Oh, so exciting. Yay. What a good mama. It's like it's already trying to nurse. It looks like it's already figured out how to nurse. So wonderful. Resting in a little bit of hay. Good mama. Such a good mama, Dandy. Sun should be up soon, and then it's supposed to be a nice warm day. Boys are giving Dandy some treats. We like to give our cows some little alfalfa pellets and molasses water right after they've calved. And then of course some hay. And the other cows, I don't even know if they've discovered the calf yet. So Nady, did you guys check?
Yeah.
What's it look like?
Like a girl.
Looks like a girl. Yay. Her first calf was a heifer, and then she had a bull. So it looks like another heifer. So awesome. Yeah, the cows have discovered the new life. Beauty doesn't seem too interested. We've had some really challenging experiences with calves being born on really cold nights, and having to actually bring the calves inside to warm them up. One calf we even had to take to the vet a couple of times just because of how cold it was. So we've been working really hard to get our breeding times so that we have more of a late winter or spring calves instead of calves being born in the coldest part of winter. So Danny was actually due about February 20th, which last year at that time we had just a real cold snap. It got down to about 2 degrees, and so I was thinking, oh no, we still didn't get it timed right. I have been really praying about this calf, hoping that it would be born when it was warmer, and praise Yah, she had the calf on a night that I don't even think it got down to freezing or just barely freezing, and then the whole next day was warm. By the end of the day, the calf was prancing around. So now we're 4 days later and she is healthy and strong. So far we've been calling her Star just because when she was first born she had what looked like a little star marking up on her forehead. It's not really a star anymore, but we may still stick with that name. We'll see. I feel like we're finally starting to come out of the intense learning curve with cows. We had no experience with cows as of about 5 years ago, and unfortunately when we first started getting cows we had some not so great advice come our way from people that we thought had experience, and so we've had to learn a lot, and we are by no means experts on cows, but we've learned a lot about what kind of fencing is necessary. We've learned that here in Missouri a decent sized barn is really a must. I know a lot of people who have beef cows and more large hardy breeds get away with not having a barn, and they don't have many problems with calves in the winter, but we've got some smaller cows. And so we've learned that as far as the calving goes, we need to time the breeding so that they can calve when it's a little bit warmer. And honestly, once we have a barn, I don't know if we'll have them calve in the barn or not. The cows just really like to be out in the pasture. They like to go away from the rest of the herd to have their calves, from our experience. We're going to actually be separating our cow from the bulls and not allow her back in with them until the middle of the summer. That way she'll, not only will she have a spring calf, but then she also will get a little bit of a break from getting bred back right away. Hopefully June, July will be kind of that sweet spot for breeding so that we get the calves in the early spring. And that just will really work out with our milking as well, because we like to dry the cows off in the winter time because it's just not a pleasant time to be milking anyway, and that gives them a break before they calve. And then we get to milk through the whole growing season and just get that really nice rich milk from the cows being on the green grass. So yeah, next steps for us with the cows is to get our perimeter fence completely. We hired someone before we got the cows to do our whole perimeter fence, and it just wasn't done properly. So we've got to redo a bunch of perimeter fence. We still plan on getting a barn built. That's a big project, so I'm not sure when that's going to happen. We do have just some temporary shelter that we put up years ago, but it has seen better days. It worked really well for the first couple of years, but the last year or so, the bull especially loves to rub on it, and so it's just been really hard to keep it in place. However, all the cows fit into the little temporary shelters, and they go there when it's a heavy rain, and sometimes when it's really cold. And we also feed hay in that little space when it's rainy so that the hay doesn't get wet. Some of you may be wondering why we don't use the old barn. It was the only structure here when we moved onto the property, but it is very old. Some of the main posts are giving out, and so we just don't want to trust it to having cows in there for any length of time. So yeah, that's where we're at with barns and structures for our cows. Just doing the best we can with what we have at this point. And then once we have our setup better, we are planning on getting another milk cow. We love Jerseys, specifically the smaller size Jerseys. So that's the breed that we're going to probably be sticking with. We did like the Dexter hardiness, so we plan on keeping our Dexter Jersey cross for now. She's our main milker for now. So all in all, we have a lot to be thankful for today. Specifically, I'm so thankful for the answered prayer that Dandy's calf arrived safely and healthy, and we didn't have to do anything to intervene. It was just such a beautiful thing. So what are you thankful for today? Please share in the comments below. Thanks for joining me here in the greenhouse, and just let me share a little bit about our week with y'all. Thank you so much to our patrons. We appreciate your support so much. And until next time, we pray blessings over you and yours. And whatever you do, do it with your whole heart.